A healthy network starts from within, and the most basic component in the network is an individual computer. An individual computer should have similar protection as its big network. Remember, the fundamental of DOS is to take control of vulnerable machines and launch the attack. It is not cost-effective to guard each computer with dedicated hardware, but there are many security software packages that can help. The first line of defense against the viruses and worms is antivirus software. Antivirus software uses so-called virus signatures or definitions to match against the viruses and worms. Each virus or worm has its own trait, and this trait is defined in a signature or a definition. You have to keep antivirus program up to date to have new virus signatures. When a virus is found on the computer, the virus program is usually quarantined or removed. Another software protection that is readily available for a computer is a personal firewall. Most of the operating systems, Windows, Mac OS, Linux, today are equipped with a personal firewall. Firewalls are used in computer networks for protection against the network elements, for example, intrusions, denial of service attacks, etc. Access control lists, ACLs, are the basic form of firewall protection. Firewalls allow traffic from inside the network to exit but don't allow general traffic from the outside to enter the network. The firewall monitors the data traffic and recognizes where packets are coming from. The firewall will allow packets from the outside to enter the network if they match a request from within the network. A big problem with firewalls is that users assume a firewall catches all possible problems. This is a wrong assumption. The user should not be slow to update the patches and fixes to the software. A firewall is not the end-to-end solution. There are more security appliances in the market today that help protect the network. An IPS, intrusion prevention system, monitors and analyzes the network traffic. In real time, it identifies misuse and anomaly on the network. Another appliance that is widely deployed is a web filter appliance. Lots of places have very strict policies of how their users can use the network. Web traffic is usually one of the first to be monitored and filtered, and a web filer appliance is designed to do just that. K-12 school districts are required by law to implement filtering to block adult, illegal or offensive content from minors. The data on your computer faces three major threats: unauthorized access, tampering, and destruction. As noted earlier, a hacker can gain access to your computer and steal and alter your data. However, a more likely scenario is that you'll lose your data unintentionally. You might accidentally delete files. You could drop your laptop on the ground, causing the hard drive to break and resulting in complete data loss. A virus from an email attachment you opened might destroy your original file. Your house might catch fire and destroy your computer. Because many of these possibilities are beyond your control, you should have a strategy for backing up your files. Backups are copies of files that you can use to replace the originals if they're lost or damaged. By the way, you should have backups in different physical locations to make sure. System Restore can reset your system to a past date. You should make restoration images to restore them later for in case. You can restore deleted files from recycle bin. Keep file is one big issue in security. However, deleting files are another big issue in security. Even though you delete files from HDD, you do not actually delete information there. You just disconnect connections. To delete files, you have to actually overwrite HDD. To delete files safely, you may need to use drive wipe utilities. Your computer, tablet, and phone aren't useful to you if they're damaged. Therefore, it's essential to select and ensure a safe environment for these devices. This includes protecting them from environmental factors, power surges, power outages, and theft. Physical issues. These are tips for protecting from physical damage. Security plan must include an evaluation of ways to prevent equipment theft. Power surge is an increase in the normal flow of electricity. Surge lasts 3 nanoseconds or more and spike lasts 2 nanoseconds or less. They can render PCs and other electronic devices inoperable, and excess voltage causes excess heat. So digital devices need surge protection. You have to use surge protection on power line, phone line, and cable lines. Uninterruptible power supply, UPS, is a battery storage. When power is lost, the battery inside the UPS provides power to PC. There are many human-related security issues. For security, you should manage policy and people. If an employee leaves, you should delete the account. Social engineering is a way for an intruder to gain enough information that enables the unauthorized user to gain access to the network. An attacker uses social skills to intrude a network. They may simply ask username and password as if they were from network support. The solution is educating the user to not share information about how they access the network and to always require identification from support staff. Phishing lures internet users to reveal personal information such as credit card numbers, social security numbers, or other sensitive information by an electronic communication like email. Pharming is malicious code which is planted on your computer, either by viruses or by visiting malicious websites so that it alters browsers' ability to find web addresses and may direct certain web pages. You should not reply directly to any email asking you for personal information. Refer some guidelines here. Scareware preys on people's fears. It attempts to convince you that your computer is infected with a virus and you need to purchase a solution. It is usually downloaded onto your computer from infected websites or Trojan horse files. Most internet security suites, antivirus, and anti-malware software packages now detect and prevent the installation of scareware. Make sure you never click on website banners or pop-up boxes that say your computer might be infected. Click here to scan your files because these are often starting points for installing malicious scareware files on your computer. Other security-related topics. Cybercrime is any criminal action perpetrated primarily through the use of digital devices or computers. Virtual Private Network, VPN, is a concept of extending a private or a trusted network over public infrastructure like the Internet. A VPN accomplishes this by establishing a secure connection between the remote end and the private network, therefore enabling the remote clients to become part of the trusted network. A secure VPN connection between two endpoints is known as a tunnel. There are two types of VPNs that are commonly used today. One is a remote access VPN and another is a site-to-site VPN. A remote access VPN is used to facilitate network access for users in remote office networks or for remote users that travel a lot and need access to the network. The client usually initiates this type of VPN connection. A site-to-site VPN is used to create a virtual link from one site to the other. This is the end of Module 7_2. I hope you have learned some from this class. If you want to learn more about switch/router configuration, I recommend you to take CI 281. Related to that, if you want to learn more about server management, CIT 284 would be a good practical class for you.